Hi, I'm Simon from Family Learning.
And I'm Beth from the Library Service.
I'm Oliver from the Early Years team.
I'm Catherine from the Library Service.
And I'm Lindsay from the Home Learning team at Norfolk County Council.
In this video, we'll be sharing with you 10 fun activities you can try at home with your child to help them get ready for primary school.
Children enjoy it when you sing to them, and it's a great way to learn new language. Sometimes you can make everyday activities into a song by picking a song or a tune that you already know. For example, Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush. And don't worry if it doesn't scan properly or it doesn't sound quite right, your child won't mind. So, for example, for James brushing his teeth, you might say, "This is the way James brushes his teeth, brushes his teeth, brushes his teeth," and so on. And try not to be embarrassed in front of your child. And if you do, think about how embarrassed maybe I felt in front of the camera today.
Taking turn games mimic conversation. They encourage your children to listen and to remember what's been said so that they don't repeat something that you've already said before. Teachers use this often in schools for circle time to help children understand where it's their turn to speak. They're really good for memory and also for physical development if you're throwing, rolling and catching.
When you're out and about, think about all those lovely opportunities to use language with your children. Maybe you've gone to the park and you've seen some animals, maybe there's other children playing, you could talk about what they're doing. If you've gone to the supermarket, think about your shopping list and what you're eating. There's lots of language to be used all the time with your child. Don't worry if they're not talking back to you at that time. It's really important for them to hear your voice and to hear that language. The more you talk to them, the more words they're going to be able to use and then hopefully talk to you with in the future.
At school, it's really important for your child to be able to listen to, focus on and follow instructions. A fun way to practice this is to get your child to help you gather items from a shopping list or play games like Simon Says or Ready, Steady, Go. The more you practice these at home, the more confident your child will be following instructions when they get to school.
In nursery schools and schools, we talk about role play, and what this really means is pretend play. When children pretend, they try out new words and phrases, and they recreate experiences that either they've had or that they've seen. Often they like to be somebody else, and with very simple props, for example, a cap, just like Daddy's, or a bag, just like Mummy's, then they take on that persona. And sometimes they enjoy it if you join in, but you might be cast as the child.
A common myth is that children can become confused or have a speech delay from speaking in two languages. This isn't true. Make sure that you're speaking with your child in your home language at home. They'll naturally pick up English at school or at nursery. Try sharing books in your home language or watching TV shows. It's really important that they can speak both their home language and they'll learn English naturally.
Starting school requires children to try and remember a lot of new information, which can prove to be quite challenging. One way you can help to develop your child's memory is something called Kim's game. Simply lay out some familiar items on the floor, start with about 5, then cover them over and see if your child can remember which items were there. You can expand this by adding additional items, or take one away and see if your child can recognise which item is missing.
Cardboard modelling is great for creativity, for letting your child use their imagination and for conversation too. You could build a big boat like this one or a house for their toys, or you could go for a big town using all the recycled materials out of your bin. Try not to ask too many questions, just see what your child comes up with.
Sharing stories is a great way for you to help build your child's love and understanding of reading. Sharing stories together helps build their understanding of language, narrative, and how communication works. Don't be surprised if your child asks to read the same book again and again. Repetition is a key way that they begin to understand how language is constructed and used. When you're sharing stories together, try asking questions or pointing out pictures or words in the book. This is great for helping them to develop their confidence and understanding, but also getting them to respond will help build their confidence when asked questions in school as well.
Good listening and attention skills are massively important to children when they first start school. Now, there are a lot of fun activities that you can use to help children develop these skills. Hide a noisy device, like a phone, somewhere around your home and see if your child can use their listening and attention skills to find it. Another idea is to put 3 noisy items into a pillowcase, make a noise with one of them and see if your child is able to recognise which one is making the sound.
We hope you have fun trying out some of the activities that this video has presented. For more information, visit the Norfolk County Council website.